Hello there, guys. Sorry it's been a while. A lot has happened recently. What with my mum and my ex-fiance and me sort of not being together anymore. We sort of split up in the end. Things wasn't sort of going very well. Long story short, I've had to sort of move out really. Wasn't working and it was too much heartbreak, to be totally honest. But that's not why I've come to make a video today. Those of you who sell on eBay will probably relate to this quite well. But if you sell stuff on eBay now, you have to literally wait until the item is delivered, and you get paid 2 days after the item has been delivered. Now, I don't quite know why eBay are trying to literally push as many people away from selling on eBay, because this is essentially what is going to happen. People are not going to put up with this crap. I've got to say how it is. It's complete rubbish. I've been selling on eBay for years now, years and years, and it's at its day. It's absolutely rubbish, to be totally honest. You put something on there now, um, half the time people buy stuff, and when they get it, they complain that it's broken when it's not. And eBay will always take the side of the buyer without any actual bloody evidence, which is ridiculous, because if you walk into a shop here in the UK and you steal something, you're the one who's theft it, stolen it, and you get put in prison, or at least you should. But no, on eBay that's fine. Stealing is fine on eBay. In fact, you probably make more money as a corrupt buyer than you would being an honest seller, packing stuff up till about 10, 11 o'clock at night. And my sort of message here is to the CEO of eBay: why are you allowing hard-working sellers to be stabbed in the back when all we're trying to do is feed ourselves, look after our families, and you're making it 10 times worse by making us wait forever for our own money? But we've posted the item, we've got the tracking, and yet we can't have the money till it's been delivered. Well, 2 days after delivery. Now, what happens if the buyer gets the item and says it's broken? What happens then? I don't know. I haven't experienced that yet. All I can say is I think eBay really is not going to last very long going like this. I mean, it seems to be the biggest thing around, doesn't it? They all the adverts on telly, buy but sell on eBay for free and all that one. It is actually complete rubbish, really. No part of selling on eBay is free. They tax you through the roof. The selling costs are through the roof. The postage and that is through the roof now. Yeah, it is just a complete shower of really. I mean, if they're trying to push people off their platform, they're doing a bloody good job at it, I'll tell you that, because there's a lot of independent people that they won't put up with this. I'm surprised that I'm still selling on there, to be honest. And if it's going to get worse like this, I might as well just give up, really, because I really can't see the point in having money sort of stolen off me constantly for things which I'm not really getting the benefit from. I'm not making money on eBay anymore. Um, it's I have a full-time job as well, but I've obviously got that and eBay. eBay in the beginning started out to be quite a good little lucrative business for me, but unfortunately now, as of 2025, I really do feel as if I might as well just stick my head in the sand, or all the items that I've sold on eBay, I might as well just put in the bin, really, for what it's worth, because eBay just treat you with such contempt. And I honestly, genuinely believe the sooner they're put out to grass, the better, because they are failing miserably. They're stabbing so many people in the back, and whoever sat there in a boardroom and thought this was a good idea to make people wait for their own money that they've earned, I think they're absolutely lunatics. They're not living in this world. I have a suspicion why they're doing this, and I think all the money that's on hold from people that are selling stuff on eBay, for example, like myself, millions of other people, all that money that's on hold, which must, be quite a few million, I would think, just here in the UK, probably, a hell of a lot. I wouldn't even know the number. All that money gains interest. So if it sits in a account of eBay's, I would naturally think that it gains interest. Therefore, eBay are actually exploiting sellers, I would think, I can't guarantee it, for their own financial gain. So yet another way of destroying the little man. But once again, I don't quite know why that they like to do this, really, to be totally honest. It is almost as if they're trying to push as many people off their platform as possible. Well, it won't take long before I think I'm going to come to that decision, really, because I can't put up with this much longer, to be honest. I've put my heart and soul into eBay, and I really can't see the benefit from it anymore, really, to be honest. As I say, it started off really well, but now what's the point? I really can't see the point in selling stuff on eBay anymore. Yeah, so I wouldn't bother selling stuff on eBay, to be totally honest. I mean, the problem is when you get put through to one of their people on the phone, it takes forever, one, to get through to them. Two, you have to go through an automated chat now. By the time you actually get them to phone you, you get put through to someone with broken English on the other side of the world that hasn't a clue about your situation whatsoever, and they have the audacity to say thank you for being a member for 10, 15 or 20 years, almost as if they're thanking you for giving them money all the time, which pays for their job. I mean, they don't even do a very good job at their customer service, so I really can't logically see the point in eBay anymore. I mean, not when there's Facebook Marketplace, which I think might be better, to be totally honest, because you don't have to pay. I don't mind paying to sell stuff. I get that, totally get that, but I'm not being ripped off. I'm not having multi-billionaires making millions more out of people that are struggling enough already in a cost of living crisis. It's absolutely sickening that this is happening. They shouldn't be allowed to do it, and I don't quite know how they've got away with this, but it seems to have happened. I'm sort of testing the waters with it to see how it goes. I've just spoke to some complete cretin off of eBay telling me that the reason they haven't paid me is because I've paid money for postage labels, which has put my eBay account in a negative balance. Now, I get that. I totally get that. But the only reason that I'm in this position is because of eBay's stupid, ridiculous policies, which make no sense whatsoever. So I'm of taught of no reason to believe that it's my fault. I've tried out so bloody hard, packing stuff up at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night to please someone, only for them to pretend that they haven't received it or to say that it's broken or whatever, and they can just leave some really shitty negative feedback, and then as a seller I can't leave any negative feedback. I just have to leave positive feedback, or I can report the buyer, which half the time doesn't do anything anyway. So really, there's so many reasons why I would recommend not selling on eBay anymore. I mean, the only reason I'm continuing with it for a bit is to test the water to see what's going to happen. If I find that it's not working to my advantage in any way, after my few items that I've got on there have sold or not sold or whatever, if I found that it's not working, I'm going to cancel my eBay account because it is not working. I'm not being ripped off like this. It's disgusting and it shouldn't be allowed. Really, so I don't know how they've got away with this, really. They've sort of just slipped this new policy in without really sort of notifying anyone. And it's just sort of happened, really. I mean, I think it was as of the 4th of February. I did get a notification on my phone about it, but I didn't think that it was going to be such a massive problem. So I'm sorry I can't give you a massive happy video. My life has sort of got a bit worse, really, ever since I lost my fiance. My mum is currently in hospital at the moment, so it's not the best situation for me. And of course, with eBay being the way they are at the moment, it's made it 20 times worse, if anything, to be totally honest. And it's the last thing I want when my mum is in the cardiac ward. But I don't expect the CEOs of eBay have to worry about